So hey everybody, this is the engine out. I'm just going to take off the head now and getting ready to send that out to Joe for some porting and some head work. That's about it for this. Again, this will be hard to see everything. I apologize. I can't film every little thing unless I were to wear the camera on me. And I've just got it set up on a tripod. And, you know, obviously this is the bench. The only thing that's happened off camera that you haven't seen is I took off the caps for the timing marks, and I've timed the cams with the timing marks. And I'm going to get into it. Just removing the valve cover screws right now. They're all pretty loose already. I loosened them up off camera. So just be careful of your gasket. And there is some RTV on these half moon sides that probably help oil from leaking out. All right, like I said, I've already did the timing marks. So there's two lines that correspond with going even across the head, and then there's dots that are up. So I'm going to break into taking off this retainer for protecting the chain. Actually, I'm going to take off the tensioner first. Chain tensioner, timing chain tensioner. So with all the tension off, I'm going to mark the chain with a paint pen. For the timing marks. Right there. And right there. And I'm also going to mark the cam lobes with the cam, I'm calling them the towers. Just so that I know I got it lined back up perfect when I put it back together. And this will wear off of the lobes on the cam and probably even on the chain. It's just for me for reference. Okay, so back to the towers. These are just 8mm. Well, off camera, I went and got some wire to hold the chain when I take the cams out. So there is the intake cam. And now I'm going to go over to the exhaust. It's got like the counterweight on it.
Oh, so that's what I was trying to figure out with Daniel too, because they charge you a penalty as well. Like if I try to add Daniel to mine because he gets healthcare all for free with his lawyer, I have to consent. Add it to mine. What? Yeah.
So right now I've just got it pulled over here tight to the side. All right. Just kind of looking in it, seeing what we're dealing with. All right. Just figuring out the size I'm going to need. I think the head bolts are 14, but yep, 14s. Alright, so I'm going to crack the head bolts open. They're going to be torqued pretty dang good, I bet. Yeah, there we go. I think I'm going to switch to my impact for that. Jeez. I'm gonna guess the guys who did this in the factory definitely over torqued them. I'll check the torque when I put them back together. Use my torque wrench. And then on the outside there's two more 8mm. That hold the head on. Just got to get those. There's two bolts that go in the head that are deep. I'm going to get them out with my needle nose, if I even can on this one. It looks like it still needs to be loosened up some. Alright, there we go. Alright. If you have to do any convincing, use a rubber mallet. Don't use metal on metal. make sure you keep tension on this chain when you take it off. There we go. There's definitely oil up here, so I'm wiping some of that out. All right. So there's the head. And you'll see that kind of an orange color. That's from the VP. It kind of does that. There's additives in there that change that color. But I don't see any kind of real blow by or anything. Everything looks kind of good. Yeah, happy with that. But that's going to be sent out to Joe. I'm going to talk to him about if I need to take out the valve cups. But yeah, so we'll set that aside. Okay, next thing we're going to do, keep that tight. I'm going to take off the head gasket. A little tight around this dowel over here. All right, there it goes. I'm gonna lay this over. I've got a rack over here next to me. Alright, and now I'm going to pull the cylinder. This is where it would be nice to have another person to hold this. But there we go. That's it. I didn't know how these went, so I didn't pull them. I pulled them with the cylinder, but now I see how they go in there and line into the cylinder. So I'll leave that one alone since it seems to be in a good position. Yep. And there's a little wear on the exhaust side, on the piston. Not too bad on the intake side. There's no up and down or side and side, little side to side play. Not much. That's actually, sorry, that's in the piston. So I'll take off the base gasket. Be very careful not to tear it and drop it down inside. There we go. I'm just going to lay that over here for right now. Wipe that down. See what the cylinder looks like. I don't know if that's showing up on camera or not. Let me get behind the camera. I think that bore looks pretty dang good. I don't see any scratches in there. So not too bad. But we're getting a new cylinder. This is the part we're replacing. That's going to be the 300. They'll bump it up. So I'm just going to set that aside, and that's going to complete everything for right now until I get new stuff come in.